I remember coming home from school growing up here in Colorado and immediately turning on ESPN every afternoon. I just wanted to make it home in time to watch Around the Horn. For the past 23 years, the show has been a staple for sports fans everywhere. The network announced this week the last episode will air in May. Spencer Soisher shows us how a sports columnist in Denver, Woody Paige, became Denver's national star.
Did you see that pass bounce off the top of a helmet?
Woody Paige made it to the finals of Thursday's edition of Around the Horn.
Yes!
He's bringing the hot takes and energy. Caffeine in hand, the longtime Denver sports columnist turned ESPN star is fired up today.
Well, I'm not going to be as impressive as Frank was reading off of the roster of the Boston Celtics for the last 50 years, but
The hotter the take, the higher the score. Each time a panelist wins, they get FaceTime. Woody ended up losing. No FaceTime for Woody today, but FaceTime was all about Woody.
As one of the younger panelists on this show, a lot of us grew up coming home from school and watching this particular program, and one of the people that we always saw was Woody Paige. And whether you
Thank you, Harry.
ESPN canceled Around the Horn this week. A 23-year run is ending for the afternoon show that featured debates from sports writers around the country. Woody currently does the show from another TV station in Denver.
I asked at one point, I said, who's going to watch the show? And they said, drunks and college kids. I started getting emails saying, you need to be muted less because we have a Woody Paige drinking game. And every time you get muted, we do shots. And by 6 o'clock at night, we're all drunk.
The show lasted long enough that people who watched it growing up are now on it.
Woody Paige, I would not be here without your influence, man. I appreciate you.
His trademark blackboards hanging behind him on each show made you look up to see what clever line he came up with, a funny dad joke in each segment.
When I die, my tombstone will be a blackboard. And on the blackboard, it will say, I told you I was sick.
Spoiler alert, his associate Natasha writes them.
That's my handwriting. I can't read it.
The show that made Woody famous around the country with young audiences ends in May.
I don't take myself seriously. I take the jobs I do seriously.
Woody represented Denver. Maybe it's better known as the show Woody Paige made famous.
We've been on the air now 23 years rather than 13 weeks. That's incredible to me. I mean, I think in television time, that's like dog ages.
Woody says his mom used to ask him frequently, did you win today? He genuinely wants to win this show every day. I don't think he liked losing today, even with them giving him a tribute during the other panelists' FaceTime.
Of all the shows that I've watched, I've never seen the behind the scenes. That was really cool. Spencer Soisher.
Little spot.